Welcome into Bears' latest Fan Art Sports. I'm Dan Levy, your daily reminder that the Green Bay Packers suck. This is going to be a great show we got for you. Check it out. Our reactions to day 2 of training camp at Hallis Hall. It's in the books. There's some things to take away from this one. Caleb Williams' troubles. He's got them. Should we start to worry? Running back battles. Is there going to be an actual number 1 for the starting of this season? Will it be DeAndre Swift, or will Kyle Monangai take that spot from him? There was a Luther Burden III sighting. We'll get to that and so much more. Welcome into the program. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, all the good stuff. Even hit that notifications bell. And again, let's let the comments fly. Let's hear your thoughts on some of these things that are going on. And there's been some pretty interesting things going on with the Chicago Bears as of lately. First and foremost, we started day 1, yesterday's show, talking about exactly what kind of culture that Ben Johnson is doing here. We were all talking about that after the first 11-on-11 series. Ben didn't like what he saw. Caleb didn't get everybody ready. He booted Caleb out. He booted the first offense out. And he is stressing that it's going to be either get the little things right or you don't get to do the big things. We here in Chicago are concerned. Ben Johnson's laughing at it.
I know some people enjoyed me throwing the first team out of practice.
Yeah.
Not the case. We're on a time crunch, as you guys all know. We got 90 minutes there that first day. We're up to 105 here today. So just need to keep things moving on along there, or else other guys weren't going to be able to get their reps. But point is, though, we got to be on our P's and our Q's, and,
yes.
and every minute, every rep is really valuable as well.
Did you not like the way that was perceived out there?
Grody.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Like it is what it is. You know.
Heck yeah.
Our guys, we got to end up executing, getting in and out of the huddle a certain way, and it wasn't that way, and so we'll be better today.
That's what it was, just getting in and out.
Yeah.
Is that on Caleb, or is that everybody?
It's everybody. It's everybody. We're learning, we're growing.
I like it.
You know, there's some things from the springtime expected to carry over that was probably one we just don't have any tolerance for anymore. We got too far to go.
Do you find that they're very receptive in those moments too?
Yeah. They know it's not good
for now.
So it's just keep the train moving.
All right, so I liked a lot of what he said there. And shout out to my buddy Mark Grody from 670 The Score asking a bulk of those questions. First and foremost, he's right. There is not a lot of time. There's only an hour and a half practices. It was 105 degrees at Hallis Hall, and he wants to make sure that he's got things right. The question is, he said that everybody's receptive to it. Right now they are. It's training camp. Everybody's trying to get off on the right foot. They're trying to learn the new system. But Ben Johnson, remember what I said, and heed this at this very moment. If this team starts losing, if you break Caleb Williams and we start to see that he's not the quarterback that we all thought he was going to be, and this team starts losing, that kind of hard coaching is going to get old real fast to these athletes, and they are not going to do what you're going to do. You're going to lose that locker room. So right now, I like that we're setting the bar. We're setting the tone. These guys know that it's not good enough. They got to get better there. And you're right. You only have an hour and a half to play with. That's the players' fault because according to the collective bargaining agreement, they want to make sure that if they're not going to get more money out of the teams or the owners, then they get to play with how much time they spend on the field. Well, unfortunately, that's playing against you right now because this Chicago Bears offense, this system needs all the reaction, all the time with it that they can give it, and it's just not going to be enough. It's going to be pretty sped up, very quick practices. They're not even back at the practice field until this weekend. So with this coming up right now, tomorrow night is when it's supposed to happen, and then some Saturday ones. It's just very quick practices. It's not enough to get a lot in. So he's right. Throwing the first offense out there was very cool looking for us, but he does want to make sure everybody else is getting the snaps. But things are not going well. Cole Kmet has said it before. That is not the way we want to roll. Also, there's some other things that people are talking about. Kevin Beinard had a little discussion today, and he said that he is looking for what we like to recall in this town, a new dynasty.
We're trying to win the Super Bowl. I think Britt said it in an interview when he was doing his training camp, but it was true. Ben Johnson wants to build a dynasty, and we want to be that dynasty. We want to be the guys that kind of get this thing started. Myself, want to be one of the guys that kind of build the foundation of that and continue to go as long as we possibly can. So that's the goal. But like I said, man, we have a long way to go to be able to accomplish that.
There's a long way to go. First of all, don't just throw that word dynasty around very loosely. And the word Super Bowl, also don't throw that one around very loosely because We here in Chicago, it's like it's Shark Week around here. It's Shark Week on television and Shark Week in Chicago. You start saying the magic words like, we want to win a Super Bowl, we want to build a dynasty. We started licking our Michael Jordan chops. We haven't seen or even experienced a dynasty in this town since number 23 was playing for the Chicago Bulls. So you want to start building that culture? You want to start doing the word dynasty? Where the last one I would have to say in football was Tom Brady and the Patriots. That was a dynasty. 6 titles, 7 for Tom Brady on his own. He himself is a dynasty, let alone the Patriots. But when you start to say things like that, that gets people going. What does not make people happy in this town is when you start to hear that growing pains are early for Caleb Williams. It's day 2. All eyes are already on him as it is, but again, he is having issues. He's not throwing right. He's not learning the system. Visibly not in great shape right now. A lot of people are panicking. A lot of people are saying that he's not going to be ready for this team. He's not learning what he needs to learn. But let's put the brakes on this. Is it time to actually worry about Caleb Williams? F no. Last season, look what that was. Horrible offensive line, horrible coaches, offensive coordinator that got all fired during the season, which has never happened in head coach for the Bears before. You know this, I know this, the dog in the corner of the room knows that. What he went through with that, only giving away 6 footballs and getting sacked 68 times. The sacks are a lot, but only giving that ball away 6 times, got to give some patience to these guys. It's only day 2. I know we're a very knee-jerk reaction society, especially with the Chicago Bears. We get very into, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But it's only day 2. They've only had to combine 3 hours of practice on the field. So let's not try to get too worked up yet on what we're seeing just now. A lot of people are saying that he's having a lot of issues and that, he's just not the timing and the chemistry and the rhythm, all that stuff. That takes time to develop. He's got intangibles. He's got things that you can't teach. He's got the speed. He's got good football IQ, and he knows how to play this game, and he's creative, and he's got generational talent for what it is that we've seen. Learning an offense, learning how to read, learning how to look at coverage, developing chemistry, developing timing and rhythm. That takes time to develop, and it doesn't just happen 1 or 2 years. It takes a full 3 years to figure out exactly if he's a bust or not. And let me tell you something, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, those guys weren't exactly coming in, building chemistry and being great in a pocket or making decisions. No, Lamar Jackson, you count to 2 1,000. He's running that football. I think this past season was the first time we actually saw him chill in the pocket for a little bit, actually make decisions, and not just, oh my God, I see a hole, I'm going to bust through it. Josh Allen the same. We're seeing a monster arm out of that guy. The chemistry is a lot better, and we're seeing a lot better things with him than we have in the past. So I would just say let's take a break on this. It's only day 2. Is the pressure on? Hell yeah. Is Ben Johnson really beating the living heck out of these guys, and time is of the essence? Heck yeah. Should we be worried at day 2 of training camp? No. Everybody just relax, enjoy your time in Hallis Hall, grab a couple of beverages, some cold ones, take some sips, and watch Ben Johnson beat these guys up. It's what he wants. Ben Johnson wants this right now. He's going to crush Caleb Williams even harder. Just remember, last season, Caleb Williams and DJ Moore and a couple other players complained to the offense coordinator, we're not being coached hard enough. Now you're getting coached hard enough. Hope you like it, Caleb, because it's only going to get worse from here. Front and center, something that we've been talking about for a while, running backs. Who is going to emerge as the starting running back? Well, the Chicago Bears ground game, once a rare bright spot in recent years. 2024, terrible. Finishing dead last in the NFL with just 4.5 yards per carry. No major additions. Ryan Poles would draft a top running back like Boise State's Ashton Jeanty. The Bears waited until the very end of the draft to address the position. He wanted to do that, despite that speculation, but the decision means that the team is essentially running it back with last year's group. So we didn't get the guys that he wanted, but it is what it is. But new head coach Ben Johnson knows the perception isn't great when it comes to running back room, but he told reporters Thursday that his guys, especially DeAndre Swift, are motivated by the criticism, and the perception is that maybe it's not the most talented in the room. They like to hear that noise. Well, you better be listening very well, DeAndre Swift. Last season sucked. You were awful. Roshan Johnson, we don't even know what you are. Kyle Monungai, he was turning heads today. While DeAndre Swift is trying to prove and say, I like the criticism, yada, yada, yada. Rookie Kyle Monungai already generated some training camp buzz with a new scheme and new energy. Bears fans are pretty impressed with this guy so far. He ran well. Not the fastest of runners for what we're hearing and what we're seeing out of training camp, but the move for the starting running back, we don't know what that is yet. DeAndre Swift is saying he loves what he's hearing. And again, last season, dude, you did not bring it. You were the kind of running back that we needed. We needed a guy to go side to side and advance the ball. And all you did was go side to side and average just 4.5 yards a carry. That's not going to cut it in the NFL. That's not going to cut it for this new regime. And General Manager Ryan Poles, I am asking you to spend extra time watching those running backs, because that, my friend, is going to be a spot where if this team folds, it's going to be that one. No longer is it the offensive line. And Caleb Williams, that's for you too. The running backs aren't doing well, you're not going to be doing well. But the one thing I'm not going to let you do is say that it's an offensive line issue, because that excuse, not here this year again. As we move on to our last and final thing, there was a Luther Burden sighting, the third. That's right. The Bears open training camp without wide receiver Luther Burden on the field, but he has been nursing a hamstring injury since mini rookie camp and was also having for the OTAs, but he's been seen walking around. He's been seen around the area. Here's the deal. You would be likely to be okay with Luther Burden the third right now because he's learning the offense. Apparently, he's doing a lot of day-to-day stuff. They are running things past him. He is studying that playbook, and he's trying to make himself the slot receiver role for this year. That it's up for grabs right now, but he still has a legitimate shot of earning a major role with the Bears in the offense this season. With Keenan Allen gone, the slot receiver job is wide open, and there's a lot of people in the mix that could do this. Now, Luther Burden, again, it's widely touted as the guy that should take that spot. There are other guys that are sniffing that area and want to get in that role. But right now, it does not help Luther Burden that he's not on the field. That's the only thing. You can teach this guy all the systems that he wants. You can tell him, here's what you got to do, here's what it's going to look like. But until you put on the actual jersey and the pants and some shoes to kind of start running those routes, we're not sure exactly what that is. But right now, he's missing a lot. He's not really able to get out there. He's missing the valuable time. He's missing time with the coaches. He's missing time with building chemistry and all that stuff that needs to be done. But Burden wasn't the only person that was absent on Thursday. Shamar Turner was out. Zach Frazier was out. Those guys were all done. And Colston Loveland returns to action on the positive side. He was back on the field and ramping up after offseason shoulder injury. He had previously missed the OTAs at minicamp, so we'll see what happens. The next practice is tomorrow morning, so we'll see how that one goes, and we'll get back to you over the weekend on what happened. But again, for day 2 of this training camp, we knew it's going to be hard. We knew that it's going to be what it was. The bad thing for Caleb Williams is that all the things that he was missing out last season and everything that was bad about last season's training camp seems to be reemerging right now. And a lot of things that he was getting barked about in mini camp and the OTAs, it looks like he's still not getting it, but he will get it. It's only day 2 of this training camp. There's a lot more to go. There's a lot more practices to be had. Just give it some time. And I really hate quoting this quarterback because we hate Aaron Rodgers, but remember what Aaron Rodgers said. RELAX. Relax. It's football. These guys get paid a lot of money. They're doing what they're doing. And this new offensive coach, this new defensive coordinator, Dennis Allen, they are trying to teach a new culture. It's culture. They're setting a tone. They want Caleb to trip up. They want to break these guys down and build anew. And the one thing you can't build anew is that the Green Bay Packers suck. Bears latest, Fan Art Sports. I'm Dan Levy. Hallis Hall, we are coming at you. All the sights and sounds and reactions. This season is ramping up, and we're still rocking and rolling. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends. Let's talk all things Bears. Let me know if you are concerned about Caleb Williams. Hit me in the comments section. Let's chat it up. Once again, I'm Dan Levy. This is Bears latest, Fan Art Sports. Catch you again. Packers suck. See ya.